What do expert witnesses testify about in arson trials? Imagine trying to piece together what caused a fire that destroyed a building. It's a puzzle that needs expert help to solve. In arson cases, expert witnesses play a big role in explaining how fires start and spread. Their job is to help the court understand technical details that most people don't know. They can support or challenge the prosecution's story, making their testimony very important in the fight over guilt or innocence. Expert witnesses are specialists with special training, education, or experience in their fields. In arson cases, they include fire investigators, forensic chemists, structural engineers, surveillance analysts, and sometimes behavioral analysts. Their main goal is to make complex evidence understandable for jurors who might not have technical backgrounds. They break down the science behind fires into clear, simple explanations. Fire investigators examine the scene to figure out where the fire started and how it spread. They look for signs that the fire was set intentionally, such as multiple ignition points or traces of accelerants. They might testify about the origin of the fire or whether accelerants were used. Defense attorneys often question their methods, suggesting errors or alternative causes for the fire. Forensic chemists analyze physical evidence like debris or soil samples. They look for traces of accelerants or chemicals that could have been used to start the fire. Their findings can support the idea that the fire was set on purpose. Defense lawyers might challenge the reliability of chemical tests or suggest that the chemicals found could have come from innocent sources. Structural engineers assess the damage to the building. They help determine if the destruction matches what is expected from an accidental fire or if it points to arson. Their testimony can show that the fire's progression doesn't necessarily mean it was deliberately set. Defense teams may use this to argue that the fire could have been caused by electrical faults or other accidental reasons. Surveillance experts review video footage or electronic evidence to establish timelines and identify suspects. They can confirm whether the defendant was at the scene or elsewhere during the fire. Their analysis can be used to support or undermine the defendant's alibi, which is key in deciding guilt. Behavioral analysts are sometimes called in when fires seem suspicious or when the defendant's mental state is questioned. They give opinions on whether the defendant's actions fit a profile of someone likely to commit arson. Defense attorneys often challenge these opinions, questioning their scientific basis and relevance. In criminal defense, hiring independent experts can be a smart move. They review the prosecution's evidence and may find weaknesses or suggest other causes for the fire. For example, a defense fire investigator might testify that faulty wiring, not arson, caused the fire. Cross-examining the prosecution's experts is also common. Defense lawyers ask about their training, methods, and whether proper procedures were followed to create reasonable doubt. Expert witnesses use specialized terms like accelerant, which is a substance used to speed up fire spread. They also analyze burn patterns, which are marks left by the fire that reveal how it moved. Origin and cause are other key points, helping to determine if the fire was accidental or deliberate. Behavioral analysis looks at actions and psychological profiles to see if they match arson patterns. Remember, expert witnesses are not always neutral. Their testimony can be challenged for bias or lack of proper training. Defense teams aim to question the reliability of evidence and suggest other explanations. The goal is to create enough doubt so the jury cannot say beyond a reasonable doubt that the fire was intentionally set. Their testimony can be a powerful tool in protecting the rights of the accused and ensuring a fair trial.